Shimon. I'm sitting in this chair, like, it's not right.
Might take it over soon.
No.
So
you guys everybody
have
here.
to post the
We are
meeting on
live.
complaints either way, but I'll text you.
Okay,
You have to email before?
welcome to the
I
village,
sent it, so I did. I just didn't hit it.
excuse me, okay, thank you everyone. Welcome to the Village of Airmont Board of Trustees meeting, December 1st, 2025 at 5 p.m. I will call the meeting to order. Would everybody please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Mayor Dubowd?
Present.
Deputy Mayor Moses?
Present.
Trustee Weiss?
Present.
Trustee Toole?
Present.
Trustee Friedman is absent, and we have Matthew Toll here today as counsel.
Thank you. Okay, public comment, we will open and close it as no one
Want to speak?
is here to speak.
I want to speak.
Okay. So, same thing as, I will open the public hearing for 94 Smith Hill Road, and can I do that together, Matt? Or do I need to do it separately? The public hearing.
You do it separate.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just do it
Do it
separately. Okay, so I'm gonna open the public hearing for 94 Smith Hill Road. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. And it's a resolution authorizing the village clerk to have Village Highway Department cut the grass at 94 Smith Hill Road.
I went to both properties.
Second.
94.
And before you go to,
Want to close the public hearing?
no public comment, so close the public comment.
Right, so we'll close the, so I'll make the motion to close the public hearing on 94 Smith Hill Road.
Yep, now discussion.
Okay,
Moses, you seconded that, right?
I'll second it, yeah.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Alright.
Okay, now.
So 94, the property is clean.
No.
So 97, you can see this here on Google Maps, this is the tree. So it's not grass, it's the tree that fall off from over here, all the way over here, and that's still over here now. Even on Google Maps, the pictures.
Okay, so everything else on the property is good except for the tree.
The tree, where the tree is, but the grass on 97.
Right,
Yeah,
but,
So we just have to authorize to cut the tree.
What is the date of that photo?
it's on Google Maps.
Was it a year ago? Is it today? Is it?
So is that 94 or is that 97?
That's 97. 94 doesn't have anything.
94 is, good. Okay,
So you
97.
want to cut the tree, is that what you said?
Wait, who brought this before us, citing that
I
there's...
bought it.
Oh,
I bought it,
Oh.
and Doug was over there, and he said 94 to 97 because the tree came from
Right.
94
Right.
and it fell over to 97.
Why would it say cut the grass if it's a tree, though?
Sorry, that's my bad. I thought it was a grass issue, I didn't realize it was a tree issue.
Okay,
So I see this lily on the road. And it's
Okay.
still there now.
okay,
It happened over a year ago.
okay.
So it's
Okay.
basically
So
97.
authorize to cut the tree.
Yeah.
Or remove the tree, right?
Remove the
Remove
tree.
I mean, again, if the tree is not in the roadway and everything.
Look how it is.
Oh, okay, so that is if somebody were to drive on the road.
Any scooter that comes down the road
Yeah,
or something.
okay, so there is a safety issue.
Yes. So that's what I was talking about.
Okay,
Look how it is. The grass is cut over here.
right.
So on the picture.
Right, like, see, I wouldn't be concerned with the stuff further back, but the stuff that's right next to the catch basin and everything is too
Who
close
cut
to
the tree up?
It was emergency service in the middle of the night. I don't know who did it.
And it just gets pushed onto the homeowner's property.
No,
and the
we
home-
all own a home. Like,
Right,
if that
and
was
the
on my
home-
front yard, I would get rid of it. Like, I
Right.
wouldn't
That's
leave
what
it
it
there.
is.
Right,
So
So the
we're gonna
homeowner-
vote to
the
get rid
homeowner-
of the tree stumps.
Right.
Authorizing the village to.
right, the village will do it and then it'll go on the tax rolls because the
Yeah.
homeowner
Got it.
hasn't taken place.
Yeah.
We've notified the homeowner
Yes,
already.
Yes.
Correct,
So you,
okay.
you want to read the resolution?
Okay, so that's, well, first, that's 97.
97, so 94 is nothing.
94, there's nothing to do, so we're good, we don't need a resolution.
Yes.
Okay.
Doug said because the
Oh,
tree
let's open
came from
public
over
hearing
there,
now
but I don't see
97.
anything on 94.
That's a homeowner if they want to go after another homeowner, but, okay.
You have to open the public hearing for 90.
Okay, so I want to make the motion to open the public hearing for 97 Smith Hill Road. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, so basically, we have a resolution
Closing it.
authorizing,
Let's close the public
well,
hearing.
okay, let's close, motion to close the public hearing on 97 Smith Hill Road. Okay, so now we have a,
Who's gonna
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
90B resolution.
So now we have the resolution authorizing the village clerk to have the village highway department
Cut the
cut
tree.
the tree
And remove it.
and cut the tree and remove it. That's right.
97 Smith Hill.
That's in the village. I want to say in the village right away. I want to make sure that we're not going too far. Yeah. If it's not in the village right away,
Who's
well,
gonna
actually,
pay for it
well,
then
no.
if it's in the right of way?
well, actually, I guess no. Actually, if we're saying that needs to be done,
It's the same way you're cutting the grass.
It's literally over there.
It's the same way you're cutting someone's grass, has to be.
right. So then, yeah. So we're gonna do it. I mean,
And we should bill him. We
right.
should
So
remove it.
yeah. Okay. So,
97.
right. So 97. Okay. So
Smith
so
Hill.
97 Smith Hill.
And
Remove the
fees.
tree and cut the grass.
And we'll leave the fees
And-
2026.
And we levy the fees to the 2026 village tax bill.
Sure.
Can I just ask a question or two? Is it determined that it's in the right of way?
Well, it
or on
doesn't have to be in the right
Okay.
because this is like a maintenance of a property that they're not maintaining the property.
Okay,
So-
is anybody responsible to send a note out that you'll
It
be?
was.
Well,
Oh,
that's what I was
okay.
gonna say. They were already issued.
Perfect, that's all.
There were issue
Yep.
violations and
Got it,
notified
got
as
it.
a public hearing.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, make a motion.
So I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right. So before we go to the resolutions,
No, I'm going to afterwards, like this is the lawyer doesn't have to say. The lawyer doesn't have to say.
you don't.
I told him it's gonna be the end.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, AJ. I tried.
No, it's 5 minutes, the lawyer doesn't have to
Okay.
stay.
All right. So next. Okay. So then moving on to the resolutions.
Mm.
We have the resolution approval of the proposal received from Evergreen Landscaping for the emergency catch basin pipe rebuild 44 Campbell Avenue. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second, yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is that it? Just want to make sure we record it correctly.
Unanimous.
4-0, okay. Next we have the resolution approval of the proposal received from Evergreen Landscape for the emergency catch basin rebuild at 39 Overbrook Drive in the amount of $5,500 non-protunct. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now, and all of these, we've received pictures of, I just want to say, all these catch basins that are continuing to be a problem, we've had pictures of, and we've had the village engineer also assess them and look at them, that they are emergencies.
Does the engineer go
That-
out
that
and
are-
look at it? How,
Yeah.
if it's done?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All of them? That was done recently?
Yes.
And?
We had a lot more than this, and he only classified these as emergencies.
But the one that was repaired, did he make sure that it's done properly, that we shouldn't have?
So the ones that aren't, that he's not deeming an emergency, is that
Yeah.
regular maintenance that
Yeah,
they
to
should?
respond, you have to do this and this maintenance on it.
Okay, so it has been responded, so that they should be doing that. Okay,
Yes.
good, okay, perfect. Next, we have the resolution accepting the
Mayor, can I
proposal.
just ask you a question? I'm sorry, I'm a
Sure.
little bit
No.
late, slow on that. Before they do that, does the engineer opine that structurally this needs to be done?
Right, he's making a determination, what's the,
Good.
is it a true emergency?
That's
Yeah,
good.
we put that in a while back
So-
because of the number that we're
Second
having.
question.
Yep.
Is there ever an inquiry as to why they would fail, as to maybe something on the surface maybe flowing improperly? Like, would an engineer delve into that or not really?
Not unless we
Just
ask, but
got
I mean,
it,
again,
okay.
it really seems to be age of.
No, the questions are related to what we
Yeah.
talked about before the meeting,
Right.
that these are older
Right.
culverts
Right,
that
and
are
the
failing.
last time it was because we were also doing the ones on the road, so we don't want to tear
Got it.
up a road after. Yeah,
Perfect.
so we looked into them all before the road was done. So, okay, next we have the resolution accepting the proposal submitted by Hauser Brothers for monthly boiler maintenance service in the amount of $3,900 a year. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
4-0. Next, I have the resolution, the approval of the renewal of the website maintenance contract in the amount of $240 with iMedia for the period beginning January 1st, 2026 and ending December 31st, 2026. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have the approval of the proposal received from Evergreen Landscaping for the emergency catch basin rebuild at 60. I'm going to break this up into, I guess we can do it as one. 68 Short in the amount of $3,000. wait,
35.
60 Short, and 49 Short. Hold on, let me see. 49 Short in the amount of $3,500, and make sure I have it right. 68 Short in the amount of $3,000 for the catch basin rebuild. So I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next, we have the resolution to authorize the mayor to sign the service agreement with Finer Grant Strategies to prepare and resubmit a grant application on behalf of the Village of Airmont through Critical Infrastructure and Grant Program (CIGP) grant in the amount of $2,500. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
And this is for us to have the opportunity to get a $50,000 grant for security. Okay, so, all right.
Security for these premises?
for
or
these-
for
for
these-
these- building.
These, yeah. So, all right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0. Next, we have the resolution authorizing discontinuance of live streaming and recording of village board meetings. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Village of Airmont previously authorized live streaming of its village board meetings, planning board meetings, zoning board of appeals meetings, architectural review board meetings, community design review committee meetings, collectively the village meetings, and whereas there is no requirement under the laws of the state of New York or the Village of Airmont to live stream and or record the village meetings. So I will make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next, we have the approval of the Treasury abstracts of November 3rd, 2025 in the amount of $260,605.18. And this was reviewed by KNR CPAs as far as our audit claims. So I will make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next, I have the resolution approving the minutes from the Board of Trustees meetings of November 3rd, 2025 and November 14th, 2025. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Okay, let's do discussions and then we're gonna go through.
Okay. So, next we have a couple of discussions on the property law on 21 Apple Blossom.
What's the,
Okay, so from my understanding is O&R cut down some trees and they left the stumps. They didn't remove the stumps. The homeowner is asking if the village is gonna remove the stumps. I'm saying it's not a menace to society. It's not a view problem or anything. So I say we leave the stumps. If they want to remove it, the trees were on their property. They could remove it. But O&R cut the trees because of the wires. So, anybody.
anybody disagree over here? So, next.
But, okay. Next, we have buses parked on Main Street. This,
Yeah, people are asking me, they want to use the park buses on the 59 in the back of the property, like Walmart has trucks parked, so the school buses, you can't park it on the regular zone. So they're asking on the commercial zone on 59 if we can change the zone, we can park school buses. Anybody has an issue on this?
So when it's a specific,
it's got to be a little bit more specific in how we would modify and change the law.
Yeah.
What's good?
I'm not saying we're
No, that's
opposed
what
to
I
it,
understand what you're saying.
So I mean to say like main road is gonna be people are gonna use Cherry Lane main road,
No, it's NS district.
Okay.
I'm talking about
So
NS
we need to
district.
be NS district specifically.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Village
NS
of-
district.
And Village of Airmont still stays the same. That
We're talking about NS district.
Yeah,
now.
So we're talking on the side of Walmart. I just want to make sure we're
NS
talking-
district is
no,
on
it's
the
just
59.
on the 59.
Well, no. There's two different districts on
Buses number
59.
NS.
No,
On the 59 is NS, and once you hit it off the S of the 59 is regular district.
no. One side is one. If my understanding is correct, one side is one, and one side is. There's two different zones.
What's it in NS district?
I don't know district.
So I mean to say it's not gonna be on the road. They
That won't be
wanna-
on the
they
road.
wanna have a parking
But
lot.
I'm saying like Walgreens and the old Grand Union are two separate.
Is
Two
that what
separate-
we're talking about, those lots?
Right,
or no?
yeah.
Oh.
Right, because you can build differently, like where Chase is, than you could where the.
So
old
let
Grand
me
Union-
ask a question.
So-
Do we have an issue if he's on the 59 only?
In the shoulder, like in a safe area?
In the parking lot.
Oh, parking lot's fine.
Just in the 59. You
If
have
it's
issue?
if it's properly
Again,
prepared, like Easy Rental came on the 59. So what did it?
yeah.
They parked. They never put gravel. They just cut off the trees and grinded it.
Because they're using for parking, and they didn't know the zone how it is going to
So
be
I mean to
affected.
say it should be. If it's normal, why not?
Okay, so again, I'm going to talk to the.
Right, we're gonna-
I didn't want to go yet to the.
Right. I think.
To write up the changes before I.
Right, and I
needs to be
think I
a
want to
minimum.
know more what exactly the changes are on what side and how it affects.
Yeah.
It needs to be a minimum of 25 feet into the property.
I'm sure
Maybe
that-
like 10 feet. and then-
I think it shouldn't be. You shouldn't see it. It shouldn't be. You
That's
drive by
hard.
the 59. You're parking garage
Correct.
buses.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. You shouldn't be driving down the 59 and be a parking.
And when somebody comes out of the intersection, a bus should be parked over there. So that's
It,
why
it should be inside. You don't see
minimum of
it.
30 feet in the property.
Right, but also what hours are the buses going to be there and how
It's nighttime.
how is it
It's
going to?
nighttime.
It's nighttime.
Yeah, well, I mean, is it nighttime or is
They,
it
they,
coming out in the
they
morning?
work all day at school.
Well,
So let's get more details.
right, let's get.
If it as of now it sounds normal, but meaning to say
Are the owners of the properties okay with that?
That's the only the properties are requesting. If
Oh,
they,
good.
they can make a rental out of it. They can make a
Oh.
business.
Oh, great.
Right, but it's got to conform to our zoning.
That's right. Now they can.
Right, so that's why I said we'd have to check to see where and what, which zoning we're affecting.
Yeah, yeah.
there's a lot of
Okay.
places just going to become a dump yard. 4 buses are going to be dumped in.
No, it has to be done
So I mean to
properly.
say it should look properly
Right.
100%.
Right, and
And
it
that's-
should, and it shouldn't be that the buses are there. Yeah, I don't want it to become, a wasteland of buses that are
Bus
no
depot.
longer used.
Yeah, like a bus depot, but
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Again, we're not doing anything before we go further.
I
But
want to
I
have
think
more
we're working
details.
further.
What they're looking on accomplishing in the property and where the property is and what they're trying to accomplish.
did you say school buses or all buses?
Right now, we're only doing school buses. There's no other buses in there, unless we have our own bus service, transportation service one day, and that's a separate situation. If it ever happens. Okay, next C.
Okay,
English
next.
words.
Right.
And right now, the law in Airmont is if you any signs that has in one night any sign you put in any language, it has to have English on it also. Let's say a shul. If you write the shul name in Hebrew, has to be in English also. That's the law in Airmont.
Mhm.
Am I right?
I'm not 100%
Yeah, but that's
sure
the
on
law.
that, but I believe
So
that.
the people can request about switching that law. Shouldn't be required that every time should be only has
Where
to have
on a shul?
yeah.
Well, I mean, now again, so here's one that's open. Would it be the worst thing in the world to have it in Hebrew and not require it to be the same size
Who's gonna
in
play-
English?
Because you're gonna know how to pronounce a Yiddish word, a Hebrew name in English.
I pronounce my first name Nathan.
Yeah, but you
But-
know what I mean.
No, but I'm saying, but I mean, it does translate.
So as long as the property is exposed, meaning to say, as long as I know that's the address of the property and that's in English.
Well, the public exposed has to be anywhere.
Exactly. So I mean to say,
Are the signs like on private property or would they be
Again,
on public
I'm
roads?
not clear myself on this. I just know it was brought up.
Right, I
to me three
believe it's
times.
private, because
it's on private shuls.
That's,
It's-
that's fine.
yeah.
Like on private property.
No.
But I mean, but it goes back to our
someone's
sign.
navigating
It goes
on
back
the
to
main
our.
road
It
and-
goes back to our. It goes back to our signage. That should also say. So somebody who's not, it should be that you can know what it's being used for.
I understand.
Yeah, whether
but
it's synagogue, whether
You can
it's
tell it's synagogue.
yeah.
You know,
in
that.
my mind, everything relates to
Basically,
safety, the
what I'm
buses, signage. So as long as everything's safe, like definitely on roadways, you want to be able to navigate, right?
Yep.
all right.
The next is the rental cars. Right now in Airmont, you do not have a rental car company in Airmont.
Rent.
You can't open a
You're
rental car.
changing from English words. This is
The next
finished.
stop.
Okay.
Rental car.
D.
You
right.
can't. D. No parking signs on Regina. Regina has two sides, no parking. By the shul, the request is it should be only one side. It shouldn't be two sides.
How many people came requesting about it?
The shul. The shul requested by that side. In front of the shul, the two sides. They requested should be just one side.
So I think we should, fair for the neighbors, we should do like a survey, send out to the neighbors
Because
from.
we just put them on.
On both sides.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you don't
We
want, you can
put
do
them
that.
on.
Yep.
When? How long
2
ago?
months ago.
Why did we put it on?
Someone requested it.
Just one?
Just what? Well, what?
One person came requesting
I
it?
don't know the backstory.
So I don't know.
So let's do a survey. And the last thing is a rental car. You don't have no rental car companies in Airmont.
That's good.
It's good like that?
Yes.
No, what
You
do
don't want to
mean
have
you-
one.
What do you mean you don't? I
The
mean,
only one is allowed to rent is Toyota.
So what?
Only Toyota is allowed.
So there is some people that have.
but why?
cars.
But why if somebody wanted to put a? Yeah, I'm just going down by. Okay, so let's take the gas station that's next to the firehouse, and they wanted to make that a rental agency. Why couldn't they open up a rental agency?
That's the law now. That's our code.
Where?
And our code in Airmont.
What?
That we only allow one, or they're not permitted?
What I understood, again, I didn't look into it, and Lou would know better than me, that Toyota has only Toyota could have a rental company.
They were
What-
grandfathered in or something from
Grandfathered
way
Yeah,
back
but
when?
why do we have that? I mean, again, if it's a business, it should have to have so much parking, so much.
We're not talking about this. We're not talking about that's already
You're talking
the
about the Ennis district?
Ennis district.
Ennis district, I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But,
We're talking about Ennis
some
district.
people are having a lot of cars.
I'm not
Yeah,
talking about
no,
houses.
no,
I'm just talking about the.
saying-
I'm talking about
I'm
the.
saying
And there's the 59 now.
If Hertz or Enterprise Rental Car wanted to put a rental agency on
Right now,
59,
legally you can't have
59,
on
yeah,
59.
59. Why wouldn't we want
That's
to
the
allow
code
it?
now. Why? I don't know.
So
I think what I heard, what I did some research again. I don't have clarity to lose that here, but I heard was when Toyota opened up, they made a deal with the village then that no competition in Airmont besides them.
Well,
That's what I
okay,
heard.
The time has changed.
yeah, exactly. I'm not
Okay,
opposed.
that's it.
Well, I mean, it's say also, I don't have a problem changing it, but we need to do rules
Of course, it has to be
and
the rules and regulations.
Right,
Well,
right.
That's not even a question. And like every business, this would
Like,
be like
look
every
what
business.
they did it over here, the rental company.
Well, the whole rental company is illegal there.
I know, but
Guess what? If
but
you,
they didn't
if you
come and
want
try
to,
to make it
again,
legal.
if you want to make it legal, you're gonna have to. There'll be
So
normal.
I'm-
Yes, a space for 50,
Yeah,
50 cars over there.
Right, you're
There
gonna
will be
have-
parking,
you're gonna
whatever
have
it
to
is.
pass
That's
the
whatever it
zoning,
is.
you're gonna
You
have
have to
customer-
require the thing.
I'm a customer of Toyota. I go there a lot for service, and I rent a car there. I don't think they really rent, other than people that are having their cars serviced.
Yeah,
They
they're
don't.
not-
They don't have that many cars to rent. Actually,
I'm not.
they only have like 10 cars a day. So I don't think they would object.
They have probably loaners and used
Exact-
cars.
That's what I
They
heard.
don't do
I don't
rentals.
know. Lou would know more than me. He's here.
I'm okay with
Yeah,
opening
I mean,
that up.
I'm okay with the rental.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why we
If it's
would
the Ennis
exclude a
district.
rental car
You want business in the
company
village,
from. Yeah, I don't know why we would.
right?
Yeah.
If there are a couple gas stations, they could add that as a
Okay.
business.
So let's go all
They got one right at
business
the end of my
and go to new
street.
business now.
Okay. So
Old business.
Old business and then new business. He'll take my new business.
Okay. So anybody have any old business?
No.
All right. So we're up to new business. Like to welcome Judge.
He's not speaking for half hour. You want to stay? You can stay. You can go. There's no nothing. We're done there. Just you want to speak about the court system.
It's up to you, gentlemen. If you don't need me.
It's up to you if you have an input or you want to listen and if
Right.
we're going to ask you later on
Just
questions.
give me a speech now.
Right, because it might be if there is a question about.
No, he's not. Just want to explain the courts. That's
Okay.
it.
Then in that case, we're good.
He's good. Whatever you decide. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Okay, so, not here to talk about anything specific, I'm here to give you just a general background about what the courts, the local village courts do, because I have a feeling that some of you might have some questions. So, one of the things we deal with are criminals, right? We have a criminal court system. Police arrest somebody, that person needs to get arraigned. An arraignment is nothing more than you read the charges to the person, you give them a court date, and you may or may not be able to set bail, depending on what it is the guy is accused of having done. But until that arraignment happens, the guy is stuck with the cops, and the cops have to put him in a cell and basically babysit him. Every 15, 20 minutes, they gotta check off that the guy's still alive. They gotta feed him. They gotta make sure he's secure, safe, and not hurting himself. So the cops are very anxious to get somebody to come in and do the arraignment to get rid of him as quickly as possible. Now, what does that have to do with the village? Well, believe it or not, Airmont has a fair amount of crime, criminal activity that goes on here. I did 4 Airmont arraignments between Friday and Sunday, and I don't work on Saturday.
All in there, man?
So, all in Airmont, okay? Not including another half a dozen that I did for the other villages, but that's irrelevant. You know, as the Airmont judge, obviously I sit in Airmont, but I can arraign people anywhere in the county. And even in certain cases, in felony cases, I can arraign people in other counties, in adjacent counties. And I have gone to Haverstraw, and I have gone to Clarkstown, and I've done arraignments all over the county. But obviously, you guys care about what goes on in Airmont. So, we have the criminal cases. Now, depending on what the guy is actually charged with, if it's a felony, that's going to be handled over in New City. The local courts don't handle felonies. However, if he's getting arraigned on a felony, we do the arraignment. And then after the guy's arraigned, depending on what the DA decides to charge him with, that's where he's going to either go to county or he's going to wind up back here. We do not set the charges. It's not up to us to determine what the guy is charged with. Judges don't do that. Judges are the umpire. Pitch comes in, they call it a ball or a strike. We don't tell the pitcher what pitch to throw. Okay? So people say to me, why didn't you charge him with this? Why didn't you charge? It's not up to me. Judges don't charge people. Okay, judges hear the case and make decisions based on the facts that they hear and the law that applies. All right. Misdemeanor cases. We have a fair amount from across the street, Walmart. People steal stuff from Walmart. Okay, and they wind up here, standing right where I'm standing, and I'm sitting right where the mayor's sitting, because the petty larceny cases from Walmart all wind up here. Every time somebody's out there and they smack their spouse or their husband, their wife, or whatever it is, their girlfriend, boyfriend, cops arrest them for domestic. It winds up here. Those are the criminal charges. Of course, we also have the VTL, vehicle and traffic law cases. Cops write lots of tickets along here. There are lots of bad drivers. There are people who cannot wait to make the left turn, so they drive down the opposite lane. Okay? Cops will write a lot of tickets for that. That's a dangerous move, and the cops will write a lot of tickets, and they wind up here. Now, I can tell you, we are a large village, geographically, population-wise, or whatever. I am also the associate judge in Wesley Hills. They literally do about 1/10 the business we do. Maybe. They can hear 11, 12 cases a month. I can have 52 on for one night, and we have court twice a month. Okay, so it's literally 1/10 the activity that goes on in Airmont. Everybody thinks nothing happens in Airmont. It's a quiet little village. Okay, so we do all the criminal stuff. We also do the local law, which is the reason why you want your local village court, because the thought is that local people will have a better handle on enforcing local law cases, building violations, and all of the stuff that Lou and Doug do. Okay, the thought generally is you want that controlled more locally. So you don't want to have Ramapo making those decisions. So you want your local court. If you want your local court, you're going to handle those housing cases. You're going to handle the criminal cases. What else do we do? We're now doing tickets by mail. Okay, and we have been asked to take over some of the school bus cameras, the passing the school bus cameras.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Is that still in effect, or did they rescind that law that the cameras were good to still issue tickets?
They have not rescinded that law. They are going full force. The county's making millions of dollars. That law is not going to be rescinded anytime soon.
Okay.
But the point is that they have a county prosecutor. Somebody, when in any crime, there has to be somebody for the people, for the state, the county, whatever, who's the prosecutor. then you have the judge, then you have the defendant with a defense counsel, or himself if he doesn't want a lawyer. But they've got the county prosecutor, and they used to be hearing them in special county courts. Now they moved them down to the village courts. So there are school bus tickets that are coming in front of
Now, I'm sorry to interrupt you again.
myself and Tony.
Okay, is that done by plea by mail, or can we? Because now here's the thing: when that camera is taking a picture, it's taking a picture of a car and a license plate.
Yep.
We don't know the driver.
That's right. So what happens is those tickets are assessed against the owner, and the only cases that wind up in our court, in any court, are the ones where somebody says, I want to plead not guilty.
Right.
Okay? And there is a whole bunch of legal entanglements between civil law, criminal law. It's not a criminal case, it's not a violation because you're not going after the driver, you're going after the owner. There's really no case law to give you authority as to what the county can actually collect. But nevertheless, they're pushing those cases into our courtroom now. So, and Tony's been handling them. The other judge has been handling those, but it's more on our plate. And from what I understand, the village doesn't get any part of that revenue.
So could we make that part of our plea by mail? That you're
No, those are not plea by mail. Those are administered by the county. Okay, those are not like moving violations, which are state.
Could we switch those tickets to plea mail? Is asking.
No, we can't.
So would the county have to do that? Is that something?
That's something the county, but they already have plea by mail, and the only ones that are coming in are the ones that don't want a plea by mail. They want their day in court.
Okay.
It's a $250 fine.
So you got
Yeah,
your
but he's
day.
saying we're prosecuting you, spending money, but you're not getting money from it.
You got your day. You got your plea by mail.
Right.
What's
Paid the
that
$250,
I asked on the group,
and
he
that's
saw-
it.
Right.
Or
Because you're also getting a picture of your car with your license plate.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a whole different story.
Right.
That's like the red light cameras and the
Right.
and the
Okay.
speeding through traffic zones and all that stuff.
Right.
Anyway, my point is that they're pushing that down on the villages, and we're dealing with that.
With no revenue.
Excuse me?
With no revenue.
With no revenue.
That's doesn't sound
And
right.
your county, can you look into that?
Well,
So-
I'm gonna keep listening, but that doesn't
He
sound right.
works at the county.
Okay. Now, the other big one that we got now, which is a real issue, happens to do what they call 511 cases. If you drive your car and you forgot your registration and you left it home, you get a ticket, okay? But you show up in court and you say, I left my wallet home, here's my registration. Okay, it's a ticket, you're done, goodbye. But if your license is suspended because you didn't pay other tickets, your insurance lapsed, there could be a million reasons. You owe state taxes, they'll suspend your license. You owe child support, they'll suspend your license. A whole bunch of reasons why your driver's license can be suspended. If you're driving with a suspended license for one of those reasons, that's a crime. That's not a ticket anymore. That's a misdemeanor, and if you have enough of them that are not paid, it's a felony. Okay? So, it used to be that the district attorney's office would prosecute misdemeanors and felonies. It would be in this courtroom, but you'd have an assistant district attorney arguing the case in behalf of the people, or making a deal, settling the case, or offering a settlement, and then it's up to the judge to accept that settlement and move on. Well, the DA has decided that that's taking too much of their resources. They got too many of those 511 cases, and they're now going to treat them like traffic tickets, which means they're going to ship them off to the village, to the guy who prosecutes your traffic tickets, okay, which is in this case Kevin Page, okay. He prosecutes the traffic tickets. Now, prosecuting a traffic ticket and prosecuting a misdemeanor are two different things. A misdemeanor is a crime. Somebody can go to jail for that. A traffic ticket, the sentences do have jail time, but they're not crimes. They're violations. And misdemeanors, in order to be prosecuted properly, there are rules. There are certain rules of discovery. The defendant is entitled to ask for the cop's history record. I want a record of the cop's disciplinary actions. I want to see all his notes. I want to see all kinds of. I want witness statements. I want copies from Albany of all my suspensions. They can make all kinds of demands. Kevin Page is not the guy to answer those demands. He doesn't have access to that stuff. He doesn't do that stuff. He doesn't want to do that stuff. And it's too time consuming. The DA is the person who's accustomed to dealing with all of that. So for whatever reason, it's now been shipped down to the villages. Again, I don't know, I have no idea what kind of revenue we get, if any, or whatever, but it's not going to fly because Kevin Page doesn't want to do it. I'm not going to say he's not qualified. He's an attorney. He could, but he's not qualified as a practical matter. And I don't know what we're going to do with these cases. And it's not just us, obviously. It's the rest of Rockland County as
So
well.
that's it.
And I go to judge meetings, and we're all sitting there shaking our heads saying, what are we going to do with these things? We'll find out, but you can't just ignore this stuff and just, not even know that it exists. That's one of the reasons why I'm here tonight, is to let you know what's going on. Lawrence?
When did the DA make that shift?
We got notice a month ago or
I was
so.
gonna say it was
Recent.
about a
Yeah,
Yeah,
about a
When will it
month
take
ago.
effect, or did it already?
Huh?
Did it take effect
No,
already?
January 1.
Got it.
You went to the meeting, no?
Well, I went to a meeting but again, I have as much knowledge as what I'm hearing now, as to not the inner workings of it, but just that it was being.
This is not the same thing as prosecuting a speeding case or a cell phone ticket. On
If that's a violation, could you switch it to a plea by mail?
It's not a violation. It's a crime.
It's a
a
crime.
misdemeanor.
Yeah, but
Okay.
It's not.
they
a
wanted
plea
to
by
prosecute it as a
Somebody-
robbery.
It's a court appearance.
If somebody robs something, you don't give them a plea by mail. They have to show up in court. Okay.
Yeah, but you tell the DA, it's too bad. Go take it back, or I'm gonna do whatever I want.
these is not just the DA. I mean, we're citizens. We're all citizens here.
Right.
We want some modicum of
Justice.
safety and justice.
When you gathered with the judges, what is their position? Do they want to push back on this initiative being pushed downward, or
Well,
do you all want to tool up and get competent people and integrate it into the current village
It's all
system?
kind of up in the air in a sense that, as I said, we're the umpires. It's not up to me to get a prosecutor, and it's not up to me to prosecute these cases. And I can't prosecute the case, and I can't tell somebody how to
Do
prosecute
the other
the
judges
case.
feel like this is onerous to come down and want to
Yeah.
fight it?
Yeah.
What would happen? What would happen if we don't prosecute it? Would the DA take it back?
You have to ask the DA. I can't answer that question.
No, because
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Again, they could give it to the prosecutor.
Well,
and guess what? I don't have a prosecutor for it.
But what's
So what
going
are
to
you doing about
happen?
it?
What's going to happen is you're going to have an awful lot of people driving around with suspended licenses, and nobody's going to pay any attention to it.
So what's the solution?
I don't know what the solution is. The
Do we need to
solution
hire
is
more people?
the solution.
Why
the
should I pay?
solution
You're not getting a penny for
is
this.
that for all of the mayors and all of the trustees and all of the villages to get together and decide what they're going to do with Tom Walsh, who's the DA. That's one of the solutions.
Why should I spend another $450,000 for the
If nobody
county?
understands what it means and nobody understands what's happening, there isn't going to be any kind of
So you mean
dialogue.
to say somebody could walk out from over here with cuffs?
In theory,
What?
what do you mean?
If somebody needs to be sentenced?
Yes. Yeah, and I've done that. I've done that already. I've had people walk out of here like this. I had a guy with 17 suspensions. Okay, and I said, "You're not allowed to drive. Your license is suspended." And he looks at me and goes like this. And I said to him, "If I see you getting in your car, you're going to be arrested." And he walks out of here, gets in his car, and I sent Barry, the cop, the guy with the gun, to go arrest him. And he did.
The bus revenue, you said, didn't come here even though we're handling those cases, but the 511 cases, if they come here, would that be an opportunity to get revenue here?
I have no idea.
Okay.
If we get the revenue, you're making money. Okay, I'll hire another prosecutor. It's
I-
worth it to make $100,000 and pay him a little more and pay a prosecutor and I make another $50,000 out of
I
pocket.
have no
But-
idea
The judge told me.
how the revenue works. You guys need to find
If I'm not
out.
making a penny, why should I?
100%. So the question is how we stop it.
What we do.
He's the county guy.
Well, it's ju-
He's
I
the
mean, I
county guy.
know Tom Walsh too, and people that work there, so, like, but
Yeah, so
they sent a letter to all the judges and the villages in
to the
town
to the
too?
to the villages.
Town
I'm sure,
too?
I'm sure
Right.
the town too.
yeah, no, they sent it because that's what I forwarded. So to attend
But
the
the
meeting.
judge told me that everybody as of now is so underpaid that's currently employed, and now they're going.
That's
they're
a
gonna-
whole different issue.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here to talk about. But in any event, so we deal with the criminal stuff. We're on call to do these arraignments anytime. Okay. I've signed search warrants at 2:00 in the morning. There's a lot that goes on here that people just don't know about.
So can you check out the county if we get if the money what he prosecutes goes to us?
Sure, yeah.
If yes, then it's worth it for me. If it might be worth it,
Can I go right back to the DA? Like, I have
send me
talked to-
everything.
You should find. I mean, I don't
We need
think
to have more
I don't
answers.
think there are a lot of people around that are too happy about this. So I'd just be curious to know what everybody else
Is it
gonna
called
do.
the 511?
Yeah, the 511 situation.
Situation, okay.
Yeah, because like I said, we don't have qualified prosecutors for it, and I don't know where I'm going to get a qualified prosecutor, and it's not up to me to get one.
I'm not hiring one if I'm not getting money from this.
That's right, we gotta figure, yeah, the
I don't
revenue.
even know
No, let the county come and tell me they're going to be paying all the money comes into here, and guess what? They'll hire your salary, they'll hire the thing, and that's it. I have no problem.
And the same thing is with the bus tickets.
Well, anyway, that is
So
part of
that's,
what we do.
that's a month away if nothing's done.
Yeah.
So you have to look at the bus tickets and the 511.
511 is more crucial than.
I'm thinking both. No,
It's both,
he's already looking at the both.
Right,
already.
the bus tickets.
Yeah, well, we're not doing a lot of those,
Yeah.
but they're pushing more and more here.
Right.
They
And
ask-
I'm sure there's not a lot of people fighting them because it's like going through. It's a picture of
There are
your,
plenty of people fighting it
Well,
because there
you'd
are
be
mistakes
surprised.
happening at the
Yeah, you'd
cameras.
be surprised. There are arguments that people make.
There are people because there are mistakes in it. I heard already.
So, anyway, what else? We also do small claims court cases, and we get a couple of those every once in a while. Many people, all kinds of issues. Some guy
Up to how much money small claims court?
up to $3,000.
How much?
$3,000.
Three.
Repairman guy fixed my pool and it didn't work and I want my money back, or I want a repairman. I fixed his pool and he's not paying me. You got to listen to those cases. We get landlord-tenant cases. Not a lot of those because we don't have a lot of legal rentals, so we don't get a lot of those. But occasionally we get somebody who's got a legal apartment being rented and his tenant's not paying rent. Those things, but before we get to throw somebody out for not paying rent, you got a long road to hoe. But we do those. What else? Mostly it's the criminal calendar. And if you guys haven't seen one, you should come in. We're on first and third Thursday. We're on this Thursday night. Just come and watch what goes on.
What time do you start?
We start at 4 o'clock. Criminal calendar is 4 o'clock. First Thursday is criminal. Second Thursday is traffic. Third Thursday is criminal.
I think
the
Kevin's
way-
doing a good job
By the way,
on the local law. No,
huh?
Kevin, I think he's doing a good job with local law.
I think he is. I think that's a good move. I'm glad
A
we
lot big
finally
improvement.
accomplished something.
The new prosecutor.
What I wanted to say also is, people come up with these ideas of, why don't you do traffic during the day or something, and why don't you do this at day? Well, it's not. There are a lot of moving parts. We need the prosecutor. They have to be available. We need the translator. She has to be available. We need the room. It has to be available. Okay, and there's a schedule. You know, our translator doesn't work exclusively for Airmont. She works for other villages and towns too. So she may not be available on Tuesday morning because we want to do it on Tuesday morning. Okay. We need the police if we want to do traffic tickets. This is not like New York City. New York City, the cops are assigned. They're given a day. You write tickets today, all your tickets, date them all for January 14th. That's going to be your day, okay? All the tickets you write today, January 14th, and that way everybody will come in on the 14th, and you're going to be in court on the 14th. Cops don't do that here. Cops write the tickets, and every village has its own date for
The cops have to
tickets.
come.
If the person wants to plead not
It's a-
guilty, all right? And we don't have cops appearing at vehicle and traffic trials for that reason. The cops are out there, they're all over the county.
What was the reason listed in the letter from the DA for transferring this 511 down into the village? What was cited? Why is he transferring it now?
Didn't say why, he's just saying, you know,
They have limited resources?
They were saying that they could use their resources to better
fight crime.
fight crime.
Yeah, these cases are, they call it the stepchild of the DA's office. Most of them are pled down, all right, and they don't vigorously go after them. So they figured, oh, anybody can do this, and maybe it'll work out that way. I don't know, but I'm just saying that there's more being thrown on us than you guys are aware of, and I wanted you to know what we are responsible for.
We don't have answers. I guess we need to look into it. What's happening?
Yeah, but if you're not aware of it, you got nothing to
He's the
do.
county man, so he's going to be the.
No, I work in a legislature, and 3 or 4 of them, I'm going to start a tax. They're lawyers with intimate knowledge of the DA's office, all of this, town and village, the town attorney. Like I'm going to.
Right.
I'm
'Cause
gonna
I
text them
try
right
to.
now.
I mean, you see how much stuff I send to you. I can imagine what I
This
don't.
doesn't
but-
sound right.
No, I'd love to know. What the real question is, I'd love to know is where they expect the villages to get prosecutors who are qualified to handle these cases.
And do we make money?
Because Kevin Page,
I know one, but I don't want to go there. I mean,
because Kevin Page is clearly not the
Your
guy
friend over
for
there.
this job.
yeah, our attorney over there probably would do that, but
Again, I don't want to pay. Why should I pay him money?
that's true. There's a lot to this. It's very
See,
complicated.
I'll let the
So
counties pay for
first,
this.
first we need to find out the technicals, then we can decide about the paying and all the stuff. Because they don't care about the money. It's either we take it on or we can decline it some
If this
kind
goes
of
in-
way.
If this goes into effect, you need another person like by January 1st.
Well, I mean, there'll be a few of them that'll be pushed and scheduled for February or
Right,
whatever.
got it.
But you know,
Okay.
nobody's going
The
to show
question
up
is if
immediately.
our village could reach out the attorney and let's say decline it or something like that, or it doesn't make
There's
sense.
some other way to do it. I mean, or if we're just going to take plea bargains, we're just going to offer everybody a traffic ticket or whatever, or parking by a fire hydrant or whatever.
And then you get the money.
So
It's not about the money.
Again, if I have no choice, I have no
it's
choice.
not a question of getting the money. It's a question of I don't want people with suspended licenses driving around the streets here.
Yeah, but what should I do?
Right.
It's not. It's the county's problem. I can't fight City Hall. What happened to New York City starts giving me tickets? I can.
That's it's a whole different issue. What kind of an approach do you want? Do you want people doing 60 miles an hour down Cherry Lane,
No.
or do you want to give them tickets?
Again, Cherry
Wanna
Lane is
give them
Cherry Lane.
tickets,
That's
and
our
If they
village.
have a suspended license, they need to clear it up.
Cherry Lane is our village. I don't have to worry about what's going on.
Listen, I guess we'll hear back from Tool. He's gonna make some research, and we'll thank you for your time. And
So
let's hope we
I
can
wanted
figure
to make
something
you-
out.
I wanted to make you aware of it, and I also wanted to make you aware of the fact that contrary to what you believe, there is crime going on in Airmont. And I don't have statistics and I don't have numbers, but I can tell you that the crime is migrating into situations where you have innocent people becoming victims. And I think you people need to pay attention to it.
It's very helpful to hear this, Judge. Thank you for coming tonight. It's